The groper himself, Nick Fuentes, sat down with Tucker Carlson, the guy who pretends he doesn't know anything, while actually asking pretty good questions. This was a complete softball interview. There was nothing.
Was it?
Oh yeah, it was so softball. You know, so it's like, hey, I don't think I'm not the guy like don't platform people, but if you're gonna platform someone that like actually has racist views and actually has anti-Semitic views, not like, hey, Benjamin Netanyahu bad, IDF policies bad. No. Jews bad. They're a bigger threat to America than Muslims, right?
Whoa.
If you're gonna have someone like that on,
Yeah.
you got to push back.
Hello.
You got to push back a little bit. And there was zero pushback, in my opinion. And by the way, the gropers in the comments are like, you don't get that Nick's doing a shtick. It's like, this isn't a shtick.
It's not a shtick.
This is rather gay. Okay? And Tucker, I don't appreciate you taking back calling him gay. After this response, he's more gay to me.
Yo, that's crazy. I didn't know. It's
Coming in hot.
I didn't know it was like that these days.
I don't like Tucker Carlson giving softball interviews to neo-Nazis, Zach.
I love Tucker
He
Carlson.
actually thinks like Hitler is based.
Yeah, it doesn't make Tucker Carlson.
If you don't push back
insufferable.
against Hitler,
Mm-hmm.
to me, you're insufferable.
So that came up in the
No, I'm
interview?
not saying it came up.
Oh, okay,
I'm saying
okay.
if
Yeah.
you are going to have a conversation with somebody, you never push back on their most abhorrent views. It's pretty gross. So someone said, do you think Nick actually believes some of the stuff he says, or is it more for the internet appeal? I don't care. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Because what you guys don't understand is, let's just say it's all shtick. Let's just say, man, he loves black people. He loves Jewish people. He loves women. He's not gay. Let's say all of that is just is he's a really sweet guy in person, which he probably is a sweet guy in person.
Yeah.
The issue is his audience doesn't know the difference. So like dropping the N-word and telling a base Jew joke, they don't, there's enough people with low IQs that don't understand that it's a shtick.
Yeah.
Right? And so the fact that you have to ask that, to me, says that
It doesn't matter.
it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And I would argue, like, this amazing answer he's going to give to us right now, I don't think it's a shtick. I think he really thinks getting married is gay. Which is gay.
Okay, so that's what you're saying, gay. There's like literally a context
He's
to
gay.
heterosexuality.
Yeah, I don't know if he's gay. I'm joking. I'm doing the Nick Fuentes test. I'm doing the shtick.
Yeah.
Do you know if it's a shtick? I don't know if it's a shtick. All right, play the video.
Am I actually homophobic, or am I pretending to be?
Play the video, please.
So what are the other factors that prevent, I'm sorry I called you gay, by the way, but I'm always, I think I'm just too old.
Hey, don't apologize to the little gay boy, Tucker. You stand 10 toes down on that. Cut that in this clip right here where he calls him gay, please.
And Nick Fuentes, this child, this weird little gay kid in his basement.
I like that. See, I like that, Tucker.
Yeah, that Tucker's not.
I don't like the apologetics, Tucker. No.
Yeah.
Stand 10 toes down. You call him gay. You had reasonable reasons to believe he was gay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Old or something. I'm like, why isn't anyone married? You tell me, why aren't people married?
Well, I mean, honestly, it's the women. The women are.
Oh my goodness. This is like fresh and fit political 2.0.
This is fresh and fit. You think all women are hypergamous. This is the stuff I embarrassed Rolo in a debate about in 2022.
Yeah.
2022, we unpacked this. All those guys ran for me after that debate. Rolo wouldn't debate me again, even though he asked to come on. Fresh and Fit didn't want to debate. This is that. It's the women. The women are hypergamous. The women are all liberals. The women are all leftists. Yada yada yada.
Are extremely liberal. No one talks about that. They're increasingly they do, especially after the last election. There's a 45-point difference between men and women. The men are extremely conservative, increasingly. The women are extremely liberal.
What are they liberal on? What issues? Like, what does that mean, liberal?
Oh,
It's funny. I like how you ask questions.
Liberal. What are they liberal?
What does it mean?
What do you do?
they're very feminist.
Like, actually?
Extremely feminist, yes.
They don't believe that, do they?
I think they do.
I feel like that's some decent pushback. It's softball, but it's conversational, like hesitancy. That's what it is.
I'm saying the stuff that matters.
Yeah, that's true. Fair enough. It's like, oh, are women liberal or not?
Here's the thing that people don't understand. This is why, like, everyone should take a logic and reason class. In every lie, there's a kernel of truth. So, like, have women became more liberal, especially since the last election? Yes, amongst Gen Z, there are more liberal women than there are men, and it's a significant disparity.
Yeah.
This is the first time in modern history where men are coming to church, young men are coming to church more than women.
Yeah. Is it also women becoming more liberal, or are there more men that are becoming conservative And so then it's reading as a bigger disparity.
Maybe that's a great point. I mean, I listen. I don't think it matters that much.
Yeah.
But so it's like, but because the women in the data are more liberal, that means that as a 29-year-old white dude who's highly successful, you can't get married. I just don't believe that.
Yeah.
I don't believe that. I don't think that's why he's not married.
Yeah, that's crazy.
How many? I mean, I know so many people getting engaged, getting married, because what you have to understand is even if that's true, you're still looking out and pointing out and blaming the world.
Yes.
You're not looking in and saying, hey, what is it about my sinful nature that makes me an unattractive bachelor to women? Because what we find out is if you get the men, the women follow. If men start going to church, women tend to follow.
Yeah.
If men become more conservative in their values, women start to follow. This is, I mean, the biggest pro-life advocates aren't men.
Yeah.
Despite the leftist narrative of like, oh, the right wants to control women's bodies. All the pro-life advocates, according to the data, are all women.
Yeah.
So it's you have to lead. You have to be a competent, capable man to lead, and then usually women will follow.
Yeah. Also, competent conservative women, even though they are the complete opposite of what he's saying is the issue, even when you come across them and you're Nick Fuentes, they're not going to be into you because you're complaining about liberal women being the problem. Like, so they're not even on the same side as the liberal women, but they're like, it's just kind of, it's kind of complaining. It's kind of whiny about it.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Do.
Really?
Absolutely,
I
yes.
can't believe that.
I
The
think
gender roles are a construct, that none of this is inborn. Like, you'd have to be an idiot to think that.
they like the idea of it. They like because of course I think all women naturally want strong men.
Of course,
They
obviously.
naturally want a Chad. You know, they
Yeah.
want like a tall, buff guy. But I think they like the idea of none of them want to work either. None of them
That's what
actually
I'm
want
saying.
to work.
No, that's what
but-
I'm saying. Of course. That's
Right.
It's obviously true. It's always been true. Work outside the home.
Right.
They don't have enough work at home. You know, there's
Yes.
a lot to do. But no, I completely agree. So that's why I
I love it.
question, like, they're feminists in what sense?
Yes. And, you know, they like these vague appeals to equality. We want a chance to work and we want respect. And, you know, ultimately, I think the whole political system is just based around women never being accountable for any of their choices. Ultimately, that seems to be that's what it is,
Yeah, of course.
because 99% of are elective. So they say it's an unplanned pregnancy. You had sex out of wedlock with someone you didn't intend to have kids with. So now we have to put the kids in the womb. And
So, yeah, bad.
Yeah.
We agree.
Yeah. But he said a majority of politics is
Women are not held accountable.
women not being held accountable. And so we have to create policies and stuff like that.
A majority?
It's like a crazy generalization.
A majority of politics?
That's so much. It's going back to like, he's pointing to things that we would agree.
Okay, there's a kernel of truth in.
Exactly. Bad. But then the whole premise is bad women.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know how you make that logical jump.
Yeah.
Now, are there policies that prevent women from being accountable? Sure, there are. Like, yes. Is that all politics or the majority of politics? I think that's a asinine statement to make. And so, and again, abortion bad.
Yeah.
Ban them outright, altogether. We don't want it, right?
Yeah.
Majority of pro-life activists, women, don't want it.
Uh-oh.
So,
Yeah.
those women don't want to be held accountable.
Yeah, exactly.
Which women don't want to be held accountable?
Yeah.
This is the issue that we've entered in. That I had a conversation with somebody and they said, stereotypes exist for a reason.
Okay.
Okay. The issue is because stereotypes exist for one segment of a population, that doesn't mean that they're universally true.
Okay.
So it's like women are not accountable. That does exist. Is it universally true for all women everywhere? No.
How do you explain Asian drivers?
Yeah.
Sorry.
You're wild. But what I'm getting at is it's funny to laugh and poke at stereotypes.
Yes.
It's not funny when you're a 30-year-old man who's not married, highly successful, right? And is blaming women.
Yes.
It's not funny when now your entire worldview is perverted and you've made women more uniquely sinful.
Yeah.
The issue with everything he's saying is this is the same stuff that Rollo Tomasi wrote about in Rational Mail. The issue is when you pull on the rug of the science, there's no science there. So now we're just mythologizing women to be uniquely depraved. You've just created a different type of original sin for women that's distinct from men.
Which is what he does with every other group.
Every other group.
Yeah. Which is why.
Except white men.
Except white men.
How are white men uniquely sinful? Because by the way, all the stuff he says, you know, like the black woke folks are like, they say the same thing about white men. They have their own unique framing of how white men are. You guys are the school, you guys are savages and violent, and you've always been violent throughout all history. It's the same thing. So you're not racist, but like you're racist because you don't know you're racist, but you're racist because it's in your blood. Yeah. I've had this sort of stuff said to me before.
Totally. Yeah.
Right.
That's
insane.
So
it's like it's the same left brain rot framing of the world.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone is out to get you. You're a victim. And then you generalize everybody else but your own group.
Yeah.
And so, are some women not accountable? Yeah. Is that at scale? Can you pull that out? I don't know. And even if that's true, hypothetically, let's just grant it. You get to be the outlier and defy the odds.
Come on.
That's the part that people don't want to be told. They don't want to be told, hey, man, you're right, bro. 90s, you were average. You could buy a home, get retirement, get married, have a family, live on one income.
Mm-hmm.
That day is dead.
Come on.
You want to blame the women? You want to blame the immigrants? You want to blame the government? You want to blame the blacks? You want to blame Trump? You can blame whoever you want. That day is dead. So what are you going to do? You're going to cower and be a punk and cry about it? Or are you going to do something about it and say, okay, that means statistically, I have to be an outlier.
Yes.
I have to be different than the rest of society. I cannot you can no longer be average in the bell curve. I have to be a statistical outlier. There's outliers on the bottom end and there's outliers on the top end. If you want a life where you can buy a home, live on a single income, have a family, statistically, you're going to have to get into that top 20% today.
Yeah.
So how are you going to do that? You think listening to Nick Fuentes is going to encourage that in you?
No.
Or is it going to discourage that because you think women are sinful and the blacks are out to get me and they're going to commit more crime against me, and then the libs and Trump's bad too. Don't forget about Trump. And it's all being orchestrated by Israel. Meanwhile, the second highest population of Jews in the world is in New York City, and they're about to elect a Marxist Muslim mayor who is down with worldwide intifada. The secret cabal that runs the entire world and their second highest population, they can't not get a Marxist worldwide intifada mayor. They can't prevent that.
Wow.
What control
what control you got if you can't
you can't even
if you can't do your own city? If you can't fix the election in your own city, you're not fixing that's crazy.
You know, these no-fault divorce laws. These women get married to guys maybe they never intend to stay with, and then when they're out, they're done. And they want child support and they want half the stuff.
No fault divorce laws have generally been a net negative for society. So I'm with him there. I think those are bad.
A lot of men are looking at women and they're very liberal. They're overweight. They have a very high estimation of themselves. I think that people call it hoflation.
Hoflation?
Yes, their sense of their own looks and sexual value is very inflated. And so a lot of people are looking at these like frumpy, obnoxious, loudmouth, liberal.
I'll give him hoflation. That's funny.
That's funny. He is funny. You can't take that from him. He is a hoflation slur. I think this is like you've been on Fresh and Fit too many times.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're just kind of downloading talking points.
Yeah.
Or who are also very promiscuous and saying this is not actually appealing at all. And I don't want to start a family with a person
Sounds
like
awful.
this. Yeah, it is.
So again, that's one of those like women are more promiscuous. It's like, bro, the average body count for a woman in America is 4.
Yeah.
4. Average body count for a man in America is 6.
Uh-oh.
Say men are overestimating, women are underestimating. That's still single digits. We're not talking about Christians.
There's another thing I'm below average in.
Yeah, what?
What?
We're not talking about Christians. We're not talking about folks who go to church. We're not talking about folks who come from dual parent households.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about average. Like average in America is 4 and 6. I want to say that's the CDC.
That's crazy.
So where are you pulling this from? You're pulling this from a specific demographic of women who live in Miami, New York, Chicago, LA. And then you're saying, see, this is how all women are.
I met a bunch of promiscuous women at a club at 1 a.m. in Miami. They're all hoflation. It's like,
But if you believe in the patriarchy, as I fervently do, because it's just reality, we didn't choose the system. We were born into a system that is part of nature, can't get out of it. So if you believe that that's true, which it is, then you think that men should lead. And if it's going to be better, men should make it better because that's their job.
Right.
So you don't want to give them a pass, do you?
He's being sensible.
Being sensible.
Come on,
I like
sucker.
I'd be like, it's all the girls suck. So
I don't even blame it on the women because I think that it's the incentive
Wait.
Rewind.
Wait.
314.
He just said it's all the women.
Vent. I'm sorry I called you gay, by the way, but I'm always, I think I'm just too old or something. I'm like, why isn't anyone married? You tell me, why aren't people married?
Well, I mean, honestly, it's the women.
Is this your king? Is this a shtick?
Yo.
Is this a shtick?
It took him 3 more minutes to just completely backpedal on that.
On
that
everything he
entire
said,
take.
Tucker with the most gentle pushback. He folds.
He's like, I can't even blame the women at this point.
He folds.
3 minutes later?
Is this your king? Gropers, you got to pick better, bro. Y'all need a better name.
Yeah.
Okay? Y'all need a better name and you need a better leader.
Yeah.
This is embarrassing.
That's really funny.
This is embarrassing. He spent 3 minutes yapping about how it's all the women's fault.
And then one question.
And in one question, he completely collapses.
Maybe that's why it felt like a softball interview from Tucker, because it was just the easiest pokes.
Blame it on the women because I think that it's the incentive structures. Women are allowed to do this by the legal system, by kind of social norms.
Okay, so literally moments ago he said all the politics in our legal structures were created because of women not taking accountability. Now he's saying those were created, then women stopped taking accountability.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's
bro,
amazing.
this is so hilarious.
Yeah, this isn't even one of those compilations where you have to pull something from another interview and show him.
No, this is not a shtick.
It's like just the same interview, 3 minutes apart.
3 minutes apart. This ain't a
Technology is a big part of it. The attention that is available to women. Women go on Instagram and they get attention from thousands of men. So it's the incentives.
He thinks that most women in their 20s are on Instagram posting thirst traps.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's his framework. And remember when they were Fresh Fit was challenged on this regarding how many women do you think are getting flown out from Nebraska, and they said some astronomically ridiculous number.
Wow.
And it's like, no, bro.
Nebraska?
No, that's not how this works.
Yeah. That's crazy.
But I would say that, because I hear this all the time, people say, well, the men need to step up and be better and lead the women. Easier said than done.
I agree with that.
They're at war with the system. And not even just the system, but
it's all about the system.
Yeah,
it's all about the system. So when someone tells you,
a man's job is hard.
Yeah, life is hard. Life is hard, bro.
Easier said than done. It's like
life is hard. Here's one thing that people don't understand. Yes, can't be average 2025 the way you could be in 1995 and have a good life. You can't. I'm sorry, you can't. You know what's also different is a average life in 2025 is probably substantially better than a life in 1995.
Oh,
the amount of convenience you have, the amount of distraction you have, the amount of comfort you have. Even if you are average, your overall life is going to be better. It's just to get the stuff that was easier to get when they built more houses and they had more opportunities for average people. That's going to be harder in 2025.
Hello.
Reminding people, hey, yeah, man, it's hard, dude.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually really difficult to be a man who is a competent priest, provider, protector of your home. It's hard.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? You can do it. You can do it. You can figure it out.
Yeah.
You can figure it out. Instead of this, it's the system, it's the women, it's the libs, it's Trump, it's everybody. It's everybody but you. It's everybody else's fault but you. That's the message.
You can't be so stoked about a patriarchal system and then also say men have too hard of a job, I can't do it. It's like, men got to lead the way and they got to do all this stuff. And it's like, well, easier said than done. It's like, well, you're also excited about it being a patriarchal system. That's not just like a fun tag that you're like, oh, we're the patriarchy. It's like, no. If men are typically leading in all these institutions and doing all this stuff, it's like comes with difficulty and it comes with stress and it comes with sacrifice. And it's like, so yeah, when it's easier said than done, that's kind of the whole punchline.
Yeah.
Is that like doing is the hard part and you got to do it.
Yeah. People love the the sacrifice aspect of all this. And the funny thing is they talk about, they want women to submit and they want women to be more compliant and all that sort of stuff. When you look at the scripture, the call for marriage in Ephesians chapter 5, everyone loves the, hey, wives, submit yourselves to your own husbands as you do to the Lord. Now, interesting, by the way, it says to your own husbands, right? So it's like women just aren't to flippantly submit to any man because he says so.
Hello.
But it says to your own husbands as to the Lord, for the husband is the head of the wife, as Christ is the head of the church, his body, of which he is Savior. Now, as the church submits to Christ, so also wives should submit to their husbands. Now, here's the interesting part, is when you see the standard for men, it's higher. Women are told to submit. Women are told to submit. And by the way, if you work a job, everybody is submitted to somebody, right? Now, for men, it says, husbands, love your wives, just as Christ loved the church and gave himself up for her, to make her holy, cleansing her by the washing with water through the word, and to present her to himself as a radiant church without stain or wrinkle or any other blemish, but holy and blameless. Everybody wants this part of patriarchy.
Hello.
They want that.
Yeah.
Women, submit to me. Submit to me, women. No one, including Nick Fuentes, wants this part.
Hello.
No one wants to love your wife and give yourself up for her. That's cooked. That's beta. Well, bro, that's the framework for a biblical marriage. The woman is to submit. The man is to sacrifice.
Hello.
If you don't like that, you have an issue with scripture, not me. The man is to sacrifice. The man is to lay down. And there have been times in my life where I've laid down dreams. I've laid down ideas I had. I laid down career trajectories. I've laid down opportunities. I've laid down my own present desires for pleasure.
Yeah.
For the sake of my wife and my household. That's the call of a man.
Yeah.
That's what you're called to. You're not called to point to everybody else and blame other people for your issues.
Come on.
That's why I think he's gay.
This man had logos open too. So if we look at the root word of gay here in the logos, we'll see it pop up 4 other times in scripture. And that is awesome.
Hey, thank you so much for watching this video all the way to the end. If you liked it, then hit the like button. If you liked it a lot and have a thought to share, leave a comment. If you are listening to this on the podcast app, make sure to leave a review, and you could even leave a comment over there. And if you want to watch another video that is recommended just for you, hit this video over here. Let me know if they nailed it. Also, you can partner with us monthly, which helps us out a lot in our monthly community, get access to early drops and all that kind of good stuff over here. All right, I'll see you over there. Peace.